everyone.
Hi.
Good evening. It is night. Thank you for resubscribing, and thank you to Greenlows as well for resubscribing. $29 meatball subs. Could you eat that mini chair?
Yeah, I got to eat a lot. You know, I'm 100% ready. And yeah, like, okay, legit, like, I promise you, I've eaten a lot. I ate 2 times more than usual.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, listen. This time I totally didn't forget. I ate breakfast, I ate lunch, and I ate dinner. This time it doesn't go like, oh, I forgot to eat. Time all day. Time to eat dinner.
3 meals? Is such a thing possible?
Well, I guess that miracle can happen, but you know, I also wanted to make sure I'm 100% ready for this. It's Secret of Evermore, you know. We gotta get all the energy in case we get another one of those guys that move forward and then snaps to your y-axis in like one frame.
I wish I had that much energy, but in my case, the miracle never happened. Thank you for the 100 bits. Food is good. Food is good.
Yeah. What if what if this is how the world balanced each other? With me eating a lot, it resulted in you losing energy.
Oh no. You ate my energy. That's not okay.
Oops.
What was the picture frame showing? What was the good timing? I didn't.
Oh no.
Oh, I see. The disco ball picture.
Ah.
That one's funny. It's so inexplicable, but it's funny.
I see. But yeah, Sarah. I don't know, like, you know, sometimes I'm just thinking about Secret of Evermore. I just remembered like like the boss we did. That was like, you know, the last time we played, like, you know, we just walked into a room and then like no explanation. A boss. Oh, this is so good. I see. So that's what you do, huh?
Well, we were playing Jackbox one day, the community, and someone put in the tagline, "I ate the disco ball. Please don't tell anyone." And the picture chosen, like, I'm pretty sure it had me with a very round tummy or something.
Well, you know, it is cat behavior.
I'm not sure that I've ever seen a cat eat a disco ball, but then again, I'm not sure I've ever actually seen a disco ball that wasn't on the ceiling, so.
Oh. Well, you know, I would think, like, you know, the cat would jump on top of that disco ball, and then it'll come crashing down to the ground, and then the cat runs away, and then like slowly goes to it, investigates, and then nibble on it.
Exactly. That's cat behavior. That's 100% cat behavior. So, what have you been up to?
Oh man, so much going on. I there's gonna be a few cute things that's gonna happen for Super Ledge Hop
Oh.
On Monday.
Oh.
It's been a bit, and it's all thanks to the people that are like it's a dollar game. And then when I was just like, hey guys, can you help me get to 500 reviews? Everyone just gifted the game because it's just $1. And I
Yeah.
think thanks to that, like, you'll see.
So it's finally becoming an official Toho project game.
Yeah, yes, it's gonna be a real Toho project. It's going to
Totally.
be Toho 5.5, the bridge between PC 98 Toho to Windows Toho.
And it won't explain anything about the canonical differences at all.
Oh no. You will just it will introduce you to how Reimu gets her new magical stick that will start growing from each title from there forth.
Okay, so that explains the subtitle Toho 5.5 How Reimu Got Her Groove Back.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you, Anonymous.
thanks for the sub.
Thank you, Anonymous Gifter.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, if that's how she gets her groove back, listen, I kind of miss purple hair Reimu too.
Yeah, I like purple hair.
I'm
Reimu.
better.
She's better. Haven't even gotten to Toho 6, but I still have that opinion already. So sue me.
So how far have you gotten? Which Toho game?
So I've played all of the PC 98 ones in the past, like 10 years ago. I don't remember jack about them, but I got the bad end on Toho 1, and I managed to 1cc Toho 2, finally, so.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you for getting the bad end for Toho 1. It is a hard game.
I'm not certain that I could ever 1cc Toho 1. That seems, yeah.
Sarah just told me that there's a mod that removes the flashing lights of Toho 1, and I'm just like, oh, I could finally retry it again.
Yeah. I raided into Vox that day, and she was like, Sarah, if you told me you were gonna do it, I could have given you the no screen flashing mod. So she gave me that after the stream.
I wish there is that though for like the rest of the Toho games.
It seems like most of the other Toho games don't have the extreme flashing that Toho 1 does, though. The bombs in that game, oh my god. If you weren't epileptic after playing Toho 1, you will be. It's
But
the...
yeah. It's the...
I don't know. That game is some friggin' electric soldier Sariel thing.
Oh yeah, shoutouts to Sariel in that game. What if that's why they named Toriel from Undertale Toriel? They were like, oh Sariel from Toho. Let's get her clothes and it's not Sarah anymore. She's Tora. Tor Sariel. There.
I think that was kind of obvious in hindsight. Like, people were even coming into that stream saying, why is Toriel here? Like, I don't think there's any doubt that that was the influence, and that's why the name and everything. And Azriel is an anagram of Sariel. They only changed the first two letters.
That's actually true. You... Have you played any other like PC 98 games? I don't know any other PC 98 games other than the Toho games, the PC 98 Mado Monogatari and Puyo Puyo games, and then a bunch of just VNs. That's it. That's all I know from PC 98.
Yeah, I've played something. Yeah.
Okay, I know what you mean.
Why are my buttons not working? My expressions aren't. Stream deck, what are you doing?
Wow.
Maybe it's because I have this menu open? Yeah, that's weird. None of my buttons were working. So I couldn't do this while I was saying it. If you play the PC98 games, if you play all of the PC98 games, I strongly suggest you do it somewhere like kick.com. Because that stuff ain't gonna fly over here on Twitch. Just ask Swirl Drop. Oh my god.
Was there an ease in PC98?
They're all PC88.
Oh, PC88, gotcha.
Yeah, drop the...
That's what happened? Drop was
Yep.
playing a PC98 game? Oh no.
Yeah, and came across an extremely explicit scene.
Oh,
And
oh,
somebody
ow.
clipped it, and Drop didn't get rid of the clip.
Oh. Ouch.
So yeah. Yeah.
I guess PC98 games are not in. Well, it's just Toho anyway that you're doing.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that Toho isn't porn, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Also,
about as
Sarah,
popular as porn.
You know, at this rate, yeah, like, you know, the crazy thing is, like, what do you call that? Like, especially back then, like, when I first started streaming, Toho was one of the games that I stream, and, like, you know, like, barely anyone streamed it, and, like, you know, I follow a bunch of people, like, you know, for, like, Toho stuff on Twitter, and, like, you know, I don't, you know, my feed isn't filled much with Toho, but nowadays, like, like, there's Toho everywhere. I'm just like, wow, it really exploded in popularity.
Yeah, people earned up some bombs.
Yeah, yeah. There's this event that Cody says that you're really pretty and you're cool. You're super cool. And then so like Cody has been like tabling for like Toho Fest for like 2 years now, and every time I'm about to go, I realize that I'm already going to a different event while that's happening. So I'm always like, oh.
Man, that's why I didn't go to MagFest a lot sooner, because I was always going to PAX South, and it would take place at basically the same time.
The same. Oh yeah. Yeah, like January, like when it happens, so many events are like happening very adjacently to each other. There's Genesis for like Smash tournaments. There's MagFest. There's Games Done Quick. Like remember Sarah, like right after MagFest, I was like, oh, I have to do my Metal Slug run.
Yep. That was you were scrambling like a headless chicken.
Yeah, that was 2 days right after MagFest.
Yep.
Like I had to switch mentality. It was pretty funny because, like, you know, I went on there and then the MagFest indie staff was just like, oh hey, one of our indie game tables is on GDQ. Like right away. But yeah, like this time I'm making sure I'm gonna go to Toho Fest this time. I really wanted to go, like seriously. Yeah, it was pretty funny because like I remember, so like there was like this new Toho game, like this new fan game that basically plays like Smash, but it's with like Toho characters. it, I'm sure there's like a few of those that came up, but this one is like it's a totally new thing, and Maple ended up becoming the TO for that, and and then and it was pretty funny because like while Toho Fest was happening, I was in Japan at Reitai Sai, and then I met the developer there. I'm like, oh hey, small world. Guess what? My friend is the one running your tournament.
And Maple had to TO without you.
Oops. Yeah, it's weird. Like I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna go, and then the time where like I finally decide to get like a ticket, it's like, oh, I can't go. But this time, like I made sure I'm gonna do it right away. Nothing's gonna conflict with this. But yes, a headless chicken event.
Just a few days ago, you messaged me saying you found me in the credits of a Toho game.
Wait, me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh. No, no, I was thinking about the the dog Toho.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen that image where I think like they like translated the site into Google Translate and Aoun's name like gets translated to yeah.
That's good. That's good. But yeah, you messaged me because you saw my name in the credits.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was like, oh, because like I still remember when I first saw it. I'm like, oh, I want cool dog like Aoun, and then like the what do you call that? Like the translator was like, if you donate, I will put your name in credits, and then I donated and I'm like, I love dogs. and then I get a follow from the translator.
Good. Good. Yeah, I've been one of their most steady backers for a while, actually.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's so cool. Yeah, like I don't know what like the original like Japanese text says in that game, but oh my gosh, the way they localize it, it makes it so funny. I actually love what they did with that game. But yeah, like I was just surprised to see your name.
Yeah, I guess that my name is in a bunch of Touhou games.
Yeah, like listen, like when I saw your name, it just felt like that moment where it's like, I play one of your fan translations and I saw your name, but I'm like, oh, but this is my friend. And she's not the translator this time.
Then you've got like the old. I remember you having someone dig up like the old fan translation of Suguri or something.
Yeah, and your name was there.
Gee, I wonder why. Who translated that game?
Oh my gosh. Is there a list anywhere of every single fan translation that you've done? Like, I'm curious if I played any of them and I just wasn't aware that you were your name was there.
Nah, I don't think there's anything comprehensive. Even my Moby games is a little incomplete, actually.
Oh.
And, that's even with, like, 50 games on there.
Cute. Hi, Extruder.
ChairGTables.
Yes. I still find it funny, like that name happened.
Oh,
Like that was like the convention, like when conventions like started
yeah.
happening again, like after COVID. Am
Yeah,
I drunk
you.
again? Well, I ate a lot of food. Maybe I'm drunk in food.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, chair Grand Theft Auto tables. Oh, Sarah, let me tell you
Yes.
something about GTA.
Hmm.
Okay, so listen. So like, when I was a little kid, my parents like bought me like a lot of PS1 games,
Hmm.
and and so like one of the games I liked was Gran Turismo, and and I kept playing that a lot. And one day my mom decided to like get a few more games for me, and she she saw GTA 2. It doesn't say because it doesn't say Grand Theft Auto 2. It just says GTA 2.
I
My mom
see.
thought it was Gran Turismo 2. She got me that game.
Oh no. Uh,
But yeah,
ah,
GTA 2 doesn't say Grand Theft Auto like like on its cover. It just straight up says GTA 2. But listen, it was fun. What I kept doing was okay. So like when you start the game,
mhm.
when you start the game, you start off in front of like a phone booth or something like that.
Mhm.
I actually spent a long time just hovering over that tutorial booth because if every time you access the phone call, it makes it plays like this sound that's just like super like some guy talking like sped up super fast. It's like and I find that so funny. That's what I keep doing. Oh,
Uh,
also, I
I
find. Mhm.
I love random gibberish noises that you hear on like TVs and stuff in games and on random clips like that. Like in Deus Ex, there's the clip you hear everywhere that's like die die tickety die 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 tickety day die die tickety die 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 tickety day. It's like what? Uh,
But yeah, that was my first GTA. My favorite parts about it is that I I like causing mayhem because every time, listen, it wasn't stars back then. Every
mhm.
time you get a star, you get like a police guy and his mouth is just like opening and closing. Like he's just staring at your screen and then like the mouth is just opening and closing and then like yeah, like that. And I thought it was super funny. And like the more stars you get, the more police heads you get. And I just find it so funny that they're all going like next to each other. And like when the cop is like on the screen, they wiggle up and down. And when I was a kid, I thought that was super funny.
That is
So I
pretty
would
funny
cause
though.
mayhem just so I could get more heads on my screen.
Good, good. Uh, that's quite funny.
Cute. And then GTA 3 came out, and then I got it. I'm like, oh, where's the heads?
Oh no. It nearly got replaced with stars.
Yeah. But like it felt like a completely different game to me because it's listen it wasn't an overhead view anymore, and cars weren't just sprites anymore.
Yeah, yeah. GTA 1 and 2 were their own thing. I once
Yeah.
rented GTA 1 London, and that was interesting.
Oh.
And like that was before GTA 3 came out, so GTA wasn't really infamous yet.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just sprites, and you can punch them, and you and you can just see the body just fall to the ground. No special animations.
Bop.
Like, what do you call that? I didn't even know, like, what the point of GTA was back then. I couldn't read text at all. Like, I caused mayhem because I thought it was funny, but then in GTA 2, there's I there's specific NPCs that where all they do is just approach random NPCs and go like, "Give me your wallet."
There's muggers.
Yeah, and then one of my favorite things to do was just punch them, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm the hero. That was what I spent a lot of time doing when I was a kid in GTA. I just didn't know what to do. Like, they just give me arrows, and I'm like, and then they give me text, and I just couldn't read. I just couldn't read. It kind of reminds me of like when I was playing Final Fantasy VII, and every time there's a curse word, I thought that's like, a name for something. So like, I remember there was like, a relative in my house, and they were asking me what I'm doing in Final Fantasy. I'm like, they said, the big guy said I have to go to the dollar at number place. But yeah, like, I didn't know what those was. But yeah, like, yeah, that was the thing. Like, I just couldn't read a lot of stuff back then. I usually have someone in my house just read everything for me.
To be fair,
yeah.
being able to read would not improve your comprehension of that translation of Final Fantasy VII.
Oh. Oh, speaking of the translation, I remember I was playing like this video game quiz, and like, it's a Flash game with Chrono in it. and he's like, who is this character? Type it out. And it's one of those like Flash like text entry boxes, and then I typed in Aerith, and then he's like, are you stupid? It's Aerith.
Ouch. Ouch.
I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is a Flash game from like the early 2000s. Oops.
Yeah, and like, people were very opinionated about that. They still are sometimes. You still get people insisting it's absolutely Eris, not Eris, because that's what they saw the first time, so that must be the name. Just like the people who insist Chrono does not have an H in it. All because they couldn't fit in the name entry size. They only fit 5 characters.
Yeah, in the Japanese, was that the case? They only have like 5 characters?
I think it was 5 in the Japanese as well, yeah, and like, obviously, there's no distinction between those 2 spellings in Japanese, but it would have been with an H logically.
Yeah. I still remember when I was like in middle school, and there was the Chrono Trigger DS remake, and I had a classmate, and he started playing Chrono Trigger like when like during like our our lunch periods, and on the part where you get to name Chrono, like he was talking to someone, and I just grabbed his DS and I changed his name from Chrono to Chrono with an H, and then And then like that's what he thought that that's what he knows the name as the whole entire time. And then when he saw stuff about Chrono Trigger online, he keeps asking me why people keep spelling it Chrono without the H.
To be fair, they're wrong. They're wrong. So like,
Yeah.
it's funny that the DS version gave you exactly 6 letters instead of 5, but still doesn't change the default.
Yeah, it's still CRONO.
Yes.
Yeah. I gave Luca a completely different name though, and I think that's his bigger shock. I named Luca Cedric because that's like the jock of our school, and then he's like, he just calls her Cedric the whole entire time. Yeah, and I was like, let me give the nerd the jock name.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cute. I kind of miss being able to bring my DS to school. just play with people.
Well, you could still bring your DS to school, but then they'd be wondering why you're there.
Oh, that's right. No, I mean like, you know what? I could always just ask my friends, like, hey, let's all bring our DS together and play something. I want to, I just, I kind of miss like playing Mario Kart, but I think I'm the one that really took the games seriously. Whatever games my classmates would play, I would grind it after school. Like so hard to a point where like no one really wanted to play Mario Kart DS with me anymore.
I see.
Like they would set like everyone like because like you could set it as teams.
Mm-hmm.
They would set everyone against me, and I would still win.
I see.
It also comes down to is because like I knew how to do the snaking technique. Meanwhile, like everyone's just racing normally. Like it's just kind of what I had to do. Like because like every time both my parents were like they're working, so I'm always at their office, and I would just grind out time trials like for 2 hours every single day after school.
Yeah. I was one of those people who snaked as well. I spent way too much time with Mario Kart DS.
Oh my. We have to play, Sarah. The next time you meet, bring your DS.
I don't know that I'll be good anymore, but who knows?
Hey, same here. Same here.
Who knows, right?
It's been a while, but yeah. And if you have the 3DS, bring it too. Let's street pass in 2024. Oh, Sarah, that's actually one of the things I've done. So like I went to Japan and I was just like, how can I still get street passes here? And I did actually, every single day. Well, it's because I keep going to the busy trains, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm actually getting street passes here. In 2024.
Extruder, I don't know what you mean. You're looking at a camera right now. Chair is looking at my computer monitor. You see how this is a really old monitor, Chair? How it's all yellowed and everything?
Yeah.
And how there's this prize on this desk just for you?
Yeah, I could see that faded IBM logo right there on this monitor.
It's still working. It's still working. I mean, sure, the green doesn't work anymore, but it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah. I, I, you know, it was just fun. but but yeah, I think. I feel like maybe I did kind of go a bit too try hard. I just wanted to look cool, because like, you know, if you know, it's one of those things where it's like everyone's making fun of me, so I'll be good at something, and then people will think I'm cool. But that doesn't. But being good at video games doesn't really change anything. Too.
I've always wanted to be regarded for my ability at video games, because, like, sure, I'm good at a couple other things, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah, and hey, like, I mean, nowadays, you know, we're surrounded by people who actually appreciate the things that we do. I still remember when, like, you know, we played Garo. Like, sure, we're not like really skilled at it, but like when I found out that we're like around the same equal level, I was like, oh my gosh, yes!
Yeah,
I can't believe you did this.
I remember our very, very close matches. We were like perfectly matched.
Oh, I made this video actually, and I put a clip of that match in the video.
Good.
Yeah, when I was talking about Fightcade, and then I put a clip of Hotaru versus Hotaru, and that's actually us.
Wonderful.
But yeah, like, yeah, that's I released a video. I haven't made a video that I actually, like, you know, sunk in like a lot of effort, where I'm constantly staying up like very late, and I'm just like, well, I just finished 2 minutes of a video and I'm still and it's already 4 a.m. Oh my gosh, what have I done? And it's mostly because I've been digging up. I've been trying to find footages. It's just a lot of footages of like, you know, 10 years of videos that I just took, and I'm just like, you know, I just want to find stuff, and it's like, listen, this is my personal history, and this is why I think old games are cool.
So this video with the Fightcade and the footage of us, where is that?
Oh, it's on YouTube. It's my latest upload.
Your latest upload. Okay. Link it for me. Link it in the channel.
Yeah.
In the, you know, in stream chat. It's fine.
Yeah, I was honestly surprised, because like I've interviewed like a lot of players throughout all the like events, and I've also interviewed, like, you know, when I was in Evil Japan, I interviewed like the Kianta developer too, and like when I released it, like all the communities like just shared it with people. I know like 14K views is not like a lot, but like I'm kind of stuck. My YouTube channel is kind of stuck on this state where like I've like many years ago, I've released like an Undertale video, and that got me like 1 million views, and and that shot my subscriber count a lot. And you know, when the Nutshack was like relevant, I kept like uploading Nutshack videos. But now, like, you know, I'm just, you know, it's just I just upload stuff that I want. So like, you know, I never really get past like you know, like hundreds of views, and when this happened, it's like, oh, fine, wow, I didn't expect this day would come. Oh yeah, Extruder, like, yeah, it was actually cool, like meeting the Kianta developer. You know, it was a moment of like, you know, I'm like, because I arrived late. Listen, It was a moment of I thought that Evil Japan would happen again in the Tokyo big site, like, you know, it's the one it's where like Comic Hit happens, but they actually switched venues, and I never knew. And when I was there, I was like, "Where's everyone?" And then my friend told me, it's like, it's just at this room. I'm like, what room? or like or like what section, and then oh, yeah, here it is. And then I was like, I was like,
So this
my
video,
friend
poverty fighting games, right?
yes, yeah. And then my friend told me, "Are you sure you're in the right building?" And he gives me the address, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" And I'm like, like it's not that far away, but I only had 20 minutes left in the clock, and I ran as fast as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I ran as fast as I can, and then I arrived there, and then I saw the content developer.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm sorry, I'm late. Did you disqualify me yet? It's like, no, we starting. And then it's like, what's your name? It's like ChairGTables. It's like, Champ-san. And I'm like, hi.
So you've interviewed a bunch of developers and like FGC players and stuff.
Yeah.
Out of
Yeah.
curiosity, have you ever interviewed Hotashi?
No, I haven't.
I was just wondering. He's a friend of the stream.
Oh.
Like, it's probably not a big surprise that I've known him for a long time, considering everything.
I see.
since I was like at the core of part of the Guilty Gear community for a bit. Thank you, Gaijin.
there was oh. Big thing, Gaijin. Hi, Gaijin. But yeah, there was more players I wanted to reach out to, but I'm shy. I actually get shy.
I think there's a lot of people who would be like, wait, what? Hearing that, even though I get it, but like, you've got a very, very vocal personality, so it's hard for people to understand that someone like you can, in fact, be shy.
It's weird, like, I think about that too. It's like, I can talk to people just fine, but it's like the approaching process is sometimes kind of scary.
Yeah, believe me, I understand. And it's so easy for something to go wrong and like someone to just think you're awkward for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, like I also wanted to interview Gael Windquote, and I just couldn't bring myself to. I was like, come on, Chair, you just lost to them in Super Dragon Ball Z at EVO. You made the first contact, just do it, but I couldn't.
Oh man. That's
And then when I released the video, someone asked me, "Is like, how come you didn't interview him?" I was like, I was too scared.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
gosh.
it's one of those things that I don't know how to explain. You're kind of right. Even I don't know how to describe it. I just get shy sometimes.
It's not always as easy as it looks.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff can look a lot easier than it is, and that even includes social matters.
Yeah, like I know some of the friends that I interact with a lot now. Like I got scared too, like doing the first interaction with them. Like I think I remember with TJ Henry Yoshi, it all started when someone wanted to introduce me to him. It was Maple, and he brought me to VR chat, and I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. And then the whole time I kept running away in game.
Oh no. Well, at least it would be a very memorable first meeting.
it's a completely different thing. Sorry. Oops.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, you know, I was a bit nervous too when it came to meeting you at Vox Off.
Yeah, it seems that way. Well, you ever want to interview me again, you can ask me about actual development stuff.
Oh my gosh!
I always wonder where Vox got the conception that I had done the translation of East 1 and 2, but I worked on the programming side of that one. I was not the translator, even though I am a translator. But
I think
I still managed to
it's a
give some
case
good
of-
answers, so it's okay.
I think it was a case of what do you call that? You know, you've just done so much translation work that it's a bit easy to assume that.
Yeah, I think so. But
yeah,
list of things, like, if you could go back in time and redo this, what would you do? And like, yeah, I would do that interview again, but like, I would correct her beforehand because I would know. I never meant to make things awkward for anyone like that.
Yeah. But yeah, like, you know, ever since like, you know, you told me like all the stuff that you've done, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're way more.
I've done a lot of things. I'm trying to keep doing cool things, but you know, it's always hard sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
but you've done so much, like you know, I felt like I've done a lot, like, you know, growing up, but like when I think about what you've done, I'm like, I wish this is the capacity that I can do stuff.
yeah, well,
It's so cool.
and then there's the million RPG Maker games and unreleased translations that nobody's seen.
Well, I mean, I do have like a million unfinished projects still.
Yeah. And, you know, even after I got my work, I did a couple, like, fan translations incognito, like, the PS1 version of Aerobiz.
Oh. Oh.
Never 100% finished it, though, because I really couldn't be bothered to figure out the graphics format. It was something weird.
How did that work?
I honestly don't know. I couldn't find the graphics. Like, I could find the graphics for, like, the plane, or, like, for the map, or things like that, but I couldn't find any of the graphics for the buttons anywhere.
Oh.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I guess that's kind of how it is in the end.
And I just didn't want to spend, like, hours poring over a debugger to get, you know, to figure out the graphics routines, you know?
Yeah.
Of course, as everyone knows, right now, professionally, I'm working on the No More Heroes 2 patch.
Yeah. Listen, I didn't even know that you were, and then when you dropped that information, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever.
Well, somebody has to fix a game up after it releases like that.
Yeah, and like, you know, like when it was you, I was like, yeah, I know it's done by someone great.
Yeah. I wasn't the one who worked on the original release, so like,
yeah,
it's a lot of work to figure out where you are in a code base like that that's not your work and that you're just coming into after so long. And it's a very complex code base too, because, you know, it was basically a port of a port of a port.
Yeah, and listen, like, you know, you did it. You did it.
Well, hopefully
you made everyone's day.
Hopefully No More Heroes 2 will turn out as well. Like, we've been working on that one's patch for a while, but like, I keep hoping it'll be out soon, and then something else comes up. You know, that's how development goes.
Yeah, I get you.
Like I spent
know-
like the last 2 weeks or something with migraines. That's why we weren't evermoring.
Yeah, you told me, and I was just like, ugh, if there is a magic way to cure all the migraines.
Yeah, too many people around me suffer from constant migraines.
Yeah, I know Vox also has a big case of that.
Yeah, I think one put her out of commission just yesterday, judging by the fact she didn't stream.
Oh, I wonder if that day will hit me soon enough.
I hope not. I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Yeah, I hope so, because I know my parents have a case like that too, but it's not as much as you guys, but it does happen, and I'm just like, I wonder if genetics will catch up to me too.
There's also a hormonal factor at play for some reason. Like, apparently people with higher estrogen have a higher rate of migraines.
Oh,
and so women are typically more predisposed toward migraines than men, for example. But you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll do my best. Yeah, Sarah, do you know that the copy of No More Heroes 2 I have is borrowed from someone. They said we would, I would return it back. I still have it. The thing is, I borrowed it from someone, like, all the way back home. Well, I'm now here in, like, the US, so that's a bit harder. I borrowed it from someone, and we were, like, in high school, we were like, let's give it back to each other once we beat the game, because I lent him my copy of No More Heroes 1, and he lent me his copy of No More Heroes 2. We traded. And now I'm gone. And, our copies are still with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I once borrowed Final Fantasy VI from a friend, and then she moved away without, like, even notifying me or anything, and I ended up just leaving it, like, on a part of their house or something without even realizing they'd left forever. So that copy, I don't know what happened to it. I wonder.
Sorry, I never completed Final Fantasy VI.
Huh.
Yeah, so, I have 2 cases of I got far, but I think I have to reset again, because the first one I first played it on the PS1 version.
Oh.
I stopped after, like, the part where you, like, you have to find everyone again. And I played that when I was in elementary school. And then I haven't touched it until, like, many years later, and I'm just like, where do I go?
Yeah, that would be very confusing.
Yeah. And then like I restarted that, but this time I was playing, like, on my phone, because the smartphones existed now. So I was playing it, and then an early part of the game I made an accidental save state.
Oh no, I see where this is going.
Yeah, and then I got pretty far, like almost to where I was, like, when I played on the PS1. I loaded the save state, and I couldn't go back.
The moment you mentioned save states, I knew exactly where this story was going. Because of the fact that the save data also gets put in the save state in most SNES emulators and such.
Yeah, like, cause like, I was trying to play it without save states, and that was the only time where a save state happened. It was by accident, and then I loaded it. It was super late.
The future refuses.
Yeah, and oops.
Well, I love talking to you, but we should play video games.
That's right. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I could have stopped us at any time.
Yeah, it's it's always just fun hanging out with you. This happens every stream, Sarah. At least it's fun. That's the best part. There we go. Oh yeah.
I'm glad we missed those big spikes. Ow.
I think where we had to be was like on the right side of this room.
That was my best guess. I think we went there and got annihilated by something.
Yeah, we killed the boss though, and then we saved. And I think something opened up. Oh yeah. But yeah, like, I remember going to that room, and then like, we just died like so instantaneously. It was okay, maybe like we killed something here and then something opened up, but I think that was like on the main room or something.
Yeah. Man, that animation is interesting, but the way it doesn't match up with the upper part of the column is
Oh, yeah, yeah. Cute. Yeah, you could see like where the tile animation ends.
Yep.
Oh my, dude, this rock right here. Oh, but no damage though. I'm so sorry, I forgot.
It's very funny. Oh my god, Dog is so ridiculously strong when it charge attacks. Like, it's insane.
Oh yeah, I can check.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. I like how you could see like where the the tiles come out. That's not me attacking, by the way. Like, because I think I pressed the button like while you were falling, and I think it buffers it like the whole time in the cutscene.
Oh no, it's like Dark Souls buffering.
I remember last time we kind of got stuck over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I think maybe something happened here because like, we were like going in circles, but we couldn't really find anything here. I think killing that boss should have done something here at least.
We'll definitely figure it out.
Oh, and yeah, we get sent all the way back here.
Yeah. I know there's alchemy to light that thing up, but...
Oh, different music.
So we just entered a different room, I guess.
Oh. Oh yeah, I remember like these guys like do a lot of damage. Hey, that's big too.
They're all lit up, so I guess they're already stepped on.
Do you think it's one of those video game logic where you exit a room and it'll just restart?
That's my best guess. Otherwise, we might have to go all the way back to that other room to step on the face there.
So how come in a lot of old games, like, if if you, like, you know, if you like move the camera away from the like when you move the camera away from like an enemy, like, you know, they just respawn. Like you know, they despawn, and then like if you kill them, they just respawn later on too, like in the same spot.
Thank you for resubscribing, Plombo. It's usually a memory thing. It's easier on the memory not to keep those enemies in memory.
Is it like does it like just tell them like, hey, spawn this enemy when this part of the camera like happens, I guess?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's always been a curiosity for me because, like, you know, it happens in a lot of old, like, you know, older titles, but like, you know, more recent ones don't really do that anymore. Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing we have to enter on the right?
That's the impression that I get. And so far I haven't found the right combination for it yet. Because there's a hole in the wall there.
Yatta! Yatta! We did it! Oh!
I mean, certainly to an extent, this stuff gets factored in. Game design decisions when the game designers actually think about it enough, but in a general sense, you need variables to keep track of locations of every enemy, and potentially you might be keeping their sprites in memory depending on when you're actually loading the data, etc. There's a lot of reason to despawn enemies and just let them respawn when they're needed. Especially on systems like the NES and Famicom, which have very limited amounts of working memory.
Yeah.
So you need every bit that you can spare.
How do shmups on the Famicom work though? Like, you know, that's a lot of sprites on the screen. But then, like, you know, you have some games where they can only load in, like, you know, a couple of sprites for enemies before it starts to really lag.
Well, it depends. I don't know extremely well, but I believe a lot of them avoid having as many sprites on a single line, which is more important to the slowdown and flicker on the NES in particular.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder how we can get past
Probably another, like, specific... Hello?
Oh no. Yeah, what did we do different earlier? Yeah, let's add more RAM. Oh, did we have to close it?
RAM was insanely expensive back then, and I do mean insanely.
Oh?
And, like, they're not gonna double the cost of their system just to add more RAM.
What?
Ouch! Heck if I know.
Oh, I'm guessing, yeah, we have to clear, like, every enemy before... And here we go. Oh, okay!
Sorry, the slime is in jail now. Slime jail.
It's a big maze!
What if you just go across and I just drop out over here?
What?
I spilled my drink.
Sorry, can you switch back?
Okay. Well,
Select. There we go. Can you drop out briefly and rejoin? Start.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's start again. Please.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. Oh, they're spawned. That was
I
a
love
Bill
jank
Gates
like
quote.
that. Maybe we fell because we didn't have enough RAM. Do you want me to press start? Yeah,
Nah.
same.
I'm just trying to ponder. Like maybe there's some way to to get through there.
I have a feeling the solution is a bit cryptic.
Well, this
There
is
was-
Secret of Evermore.
Yeah. I was... Oh, I ran out of HP.
Unfortunately, you got dog murdered. I only have the one.
No, we only have one!
Yeah, we might need to go out and restock.
We aren't far away anyway, too.
Okay, revealer won't work here.
Yeah, that's right.
Hmm. Can you leave?
No, I can't.
Hmm. So we're trapped in here, maybe.
Oh. I guess we're forced to figure out the puzzle. Okay, I am at the end. Do you wanna switch? Okay. Oh my gosh, it worked! Oh my god! Yeah, you see, this is what true teamwork is about.
It's about cheating the system.
Oh, okay, it's one of these. But I can only press it this time? Oh!
That's because you're currently the lead player.
Oh, I am! Okay, there. Are you the lead now?
Yeah.
I
You can tell
unpressed.
by who's
Okay.
who the
The
camera's
camera
following.
Yeah. Did I fall? Oh! Are we back?
I think so.
Oh my... Yeah, we're back.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, this is Secret of Evermore. No music.
Yep. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always silent. What the?
Oh. Oh yeah, you're poisoned
Ah, not again.
because of the spiders.
Question mark? Ow.
I still like the animation. I like how your hands like become big.
Yeah, and he does like a flying finger guns kind of thing.
I really feel like we went from down there and then like we used the revealer, right?
Oh, you might be right. It might need the revealer. Revealer? I hardly know her.
Ah, there it is. Oh. Oh yeah, only with your sword can the grass be cut.
That's very profound. Oops. That's a very slow falling animation.
Music!
Okay, right, check the walls. That hint.
Oh, you're still poisoned.
It's okay. This lady will let us sleep here for 20 green panties.
Oh, the lighting didn't work. Oh, it's plague. I see.
What, like from Resident Evil 5?
You know, I never really gotten far with Resident Evil 5. It's one of those games where I always want to play it with like a friend. But but at some point like I don't know, I haven't gotten to his place in a while. It just never happened.
That's unfortunate.
But hey, at least I got to see them beat like Resident Evil 4. I never beat it myself. I just go over to like their place and I just watch them. Yeah, before Twitch existed, before I even knew what Justin TV was. That was my watching someone play experience from start to finish.
Yeah, I did a lot of that back then.
Yeah, honestly, I don't mind, like, if I could just go to someone's house and then just watch them play. It's actually fun for me.
Yeah, I like stuff like that too. I mean, that's what got me into Twitch. I'm not here, like... Obviously, I'm trying to do this as a job now, but, like, originally, this was just me trying to, you know, recapture that feeling and share stuff with people. And it still overall is.
Oh no, watch out for the plague.
Like, what I really
You
care
know what
about
they say, the more
on
the
Twitch
merrier.
is friends.
Yes! Yeah, it was really cool being able to meet you thanks to Vox's stream. Oh yeah, this is the bridge. Yeah, we're going the wrong way. I think we have to go northeast. Remember, this was the bridge that we had to switch characters.
Yeah, but
Then
the thing is,
something happened.
I was looking for a shop that sells the basic healing items, and there's a town on the other side
Yeah.
of this bridge.
Yeah, you can switch over to me if that's gonna do that.
Hmm. Maybe
Oh, I don't.
maybe it has to
Maybe
be
we
one
cannot
player
go.
when entering the screen.
Yeah, try that. Or
Oops.
oh yeah, we have to cut the grass. If that doesn't work, remember there's like a gondola thing at like the north part of
Oh,
this map.
I'm probably just supposed to use that. Because that was on this side to begin with. But
Yeah.
we had to unlock it by getting over there.
I thought there was music here. Oh yeah, there is. The Oh yeah, you have to wait for dog to sleep first.
Yeah, and old man has to come over and watch you.
Yes. But yeah, like I do miss I do really miss just going to people's houses and just watch them play. There's this game I feel a bit guilty about.
Oh?
Like, you know, when I just watch them play
Mm-hmm.
because it's my cousin. You know, he was playing DK64 and I loved watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And then one time I slept over at his place and I woke up earlier and I wanted to try it myself.
Oh no.
I couldn't read back then and I accidentally deleted the save file.
Oh no. Like, I thought this story was just gonna be, I progressed and they didn't know what to do after that, or they got upset at me, or something like that, but no. No.
If you ever heard like stories of someone deleting someone else's save file, I'm one of those. I felt so bad about it. I never told him that I deleted it. I just played it off as if the save file got corrupted or something. Like, you know, I'm like, I don't know.
Ooh. Ooh.
And it wasn't until after until after high school I told him that I was the one that deleted your save file.
Because I never learned to read. Yeah, I was just feeling pain hearing this story. But meanwhile, I heard Roto laughing his ass off in the other room.
Oh. I see. the two differences, huh?
The duality in men. You've got the
we lost
woman
the
who's
save
just
file.
cringing, and the non-binary is just laughing.
I also felt bad that day because when we do the multiplayer mode in DK64, we're only back to Donkey Kong and Diddy.
Oh no.
No one else. So that was really my bad. But yeah, that was me. Yeah, I didn't know the scale of, like, you know, Donkey Kong 64 back then. I didn't know that's how huge it was.
Not a small game. But yeah, you had to be all like, it's me, Austin. It was me all along.
You know, the moment I found out, like, you know, how big it wasn't
Mhm.
like, you know, like through like a video or something. It was because there's someone who goes to our to fighting game tournaments all the time, and one of the people there is a DK64 speedrunner. And after I saw the scale of how much he has to do in a speedrun,
Right.
I was like, that's so much, and I felt so bad, and it took me more courage to finally say it when I spoke to my cousin, when I finally admitted it. I still remember the day. My cousin was like, "Let's play Donkey Kong," and then he finds out we can only play Diddy and Donkey Kong. Oh no, by 1 pixel.
I think it's very funny that the dog's like immune to it.
This is a hack, so unless maybe dogs can float in the air.
Well, have you ever met a dog that fell?
We have to ask Aoun for that. Yeah, the dog not looking down. Ow!
Okay, so I really have to use the revealer, even though I know where the platform is roughly.
Even if we just do a slight go up and then right. Yeah. I guess we have to use the revealer.
Man, that just sounds like a small-time villain with like a big trench coat, and you know where that's going.
Oh, I was trying to be the bouncer. What? That looked correct from what you were doing earlier.
Yeah.
Wah.
Ooh, ah.
I spill my drink.
Who dies like that again?
Guile, I
it's
think.
Guile. It's Guile. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite death sounds in a game ever.
What gets me thinking is Ryu's the main character, and he has the but why does Dalsim share the same death voice? When Super came out, everyone had a unique voice except Dalsim.
I figure it's just like space saving by having some voices shared. Like how in Streets of Rage 1, Adam and Axel have the same voice. And one of them is just pitched down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let me do the thing.
Yep.
Okay, I think I'm all the way on the right.
But you're...
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna press start.
Don't
now.
press start.
Oh, don't press start?
No, don't press start. You need to let me press start.
Oh, okay. That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And yeah, Blaze shared the same screen as female enemies.
Yeah, I think I should be all the way in the right now. There we go. And then this will magically put you here.
Hopefully that's the right way and we weren't supposed to go up.
You are right. Well, if it wasn't, then yeah, let's redo it.
That was pure
We'll find out.
skill.
Wait a moment.
That looks like the same. Is there one more here?
Guess not.
No.
There are multiple paths here. Nice.
You know, I still like the... What was it? Oh, it was X-Men Children of the Atom. They had Akuma as like a secret playable character there.
Mm-hmm.
And he just uses Juggernaut's voice. when he does like his super, like his Hadouken move, when he does the pose to charge up, his voice is just Juggernaut's. Whoa!
That's good. The Magfest sound.
There was it just goes the same way.
Yeah. It looks like there's supposed to be an elevator here, but
Yeah, I'm seeing like something on the top there. And it just sends us down.
also we don't like say anything about it when we end up there, so.
That's true. That's weird. There has to be something, like, you know, they're making us like solve something there. Oh, there's this other game too, like that reused voice, but this is in the GBA era,
Okay.
and I don't understand their pick. It's a Naruto game, and when Sasuke does like his when no was it Sasuke? I think it was either Sasuke or Kakashi. No, it was Sasuke. Like when he does his move, like the first part of his move. Oh my gosh, this. Yeah, now she's walking. Yeah, cool NPC.
You were saying.
Yeah, like when Sasuke does his move, he's like, feel the power of the Uchiha clan, and then he brings it up. It's like I'm not done yet, and like the next line he says, it's over. It's like, wait a second, that's not his voice, and that's actually Kakashi's voice. They reused his voice for one line.
Good job, developers.
I mean, I guess it also conserves space. I mean, oh no, oh.
I should have saved it, the lady.
We were there too!
Like
I think we're okay, actually. We haven't really unlocked anything.
Yeah.
Oh, but the items.
We should have those.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Jackie Wags. That's true. That's one of the things that, like, you know, I find funny. Like in Cell's perfect form, he's still using the the gross voice that Imperfect Cell has. The raspy voice. Oh, it worked! Yeah. Yeah, it still uses it. And then when you use a special that only a Perfect Cell can use, suddenly the voice goes like, yeah! And into, now you're dead. The sudden change in the voice. I love Cell's taunt in that game because he just folds his hand and says, "What happened?" but yes, he like Cell used the same voice across all the forms, unless it's a move specific to that form. When the cinematic starts up, then the voice suddenly changes.
Yeah, that just makes me think that maybe in Japanese he had the same voice like qualities for everything.
Oh, you might be right.
Kind of like how in the dub, Goku's voice changes when he grows up, but in Japanese it absolutely does not.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, we got confirmation that in Japanese it's the same voice for everything. Yeah.
This is dire.
I can't believe we're surrounded here. And I die. Yeah, what a rough situation we got ourselves into.
You're alive.
There we go. Oh. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Q slime. Gosh. I wonder if... Oh my... Like, how many level ups do we need until they would stop dealing this much damage?
Yeah, I wonder.
There we go.
I at least appreciate that the game doesn't let us just waste Revealer.
Yeah. I think there was also like a puzzle in like Golden Sun where like, because Golden Sun like requires you to use a skill similar to Revealer.
Mm-hmm.
And oh no, I got jump scared by the camera and I died again. And yeah, like there's this one point where like, you know, there's an invisible path, but that's like the only one thing in the game that you could actually do without using the reveal spell. It's like, oh, thanks. I kind of find it funny, like, so in Golden Sun, there's like this forest, and like they require you to like, you know, have this skill to like get past like, you know, get past like the whole forest dungeon. But you have to go to like a village and get the skill. But if you don't know how to solve it, or like, you know, if you don't know how to, you know, solve what to do in like the village, you could just go back to the forest and just guess everything, and they'll still let you pass.
Good. It just walks in circles.
Oh yeah, he has to follow a path. I remember seeing like this video of like how beat 'em up enemies are like programmed. They have to like walk along this path like in a circle around you before they could start attacking. And then like, you know, when they're like finally around this area, that's when they're allowed to finally attack. They have to like align their axes with you, and you can like manipulate the AI to just walk and do nothing. Oh, that's okay. That's a bit weird because like, you know, we saw the same switch earlier. Like, you remember in that room that just takes us back. Yeah, and then I think you hit it and like nothing happened.
Well, I know what this switch does because there'll be a bridge that forms like but that requires you to be pretty swift.
That's true. think it's on the way left. Yeah, and then these guys, they just keep spawning.
They really hurt too. And like getting hit
Whoa.
takes so much time away.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Getting hit even once is enough to ruin it.
Yeah.
42.
It's so scary, like seeing these numbers. They feel like main character numbers. Like if you're a playable character, this is like the same amount of damage that you do because enemies just have big HP. But this is how much they're dealing.
Yeah, they've mistakenly decided this game is actually Redeemer.
Is that like the HP logic behind Redeemer? I've never played it.
No, just that it's a game that stars a demon that's an enemy in another game.
Yeah, in Ghosts and Goblins. I actually never knew how relevant the character was until I was like it's just the enemy from Ghosts and Goblins, and then he became a playable character in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I was like, why does he become a character? And then I found out that he has his own games. Then again, we have Phoenix Wright in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
He was one of the most demanded characters, and at first they were like, there's no way we can do this, it doesn't make any sense. But they figured it out.
Yeah, it was actually insane. I still remember, before Ultimate came out, there was this joke video where it's just Phoenix is like Phoenix Wright hidden character, and it's it's just Phoenix Wright's sprites from the Ace Attorney series just pasted on top of Beautiful Joe. When Beautiful Joe's doing his super, it's just Phoenix Wright pointing two times each yeah, it's pretty fast, and I just find it funny, and then it became real. Yeah, the X Factor, using your 3 meter and then your X Factor, dude, it's so big, and it's fun. It's a full screen too.
There's gotta be something we missed somewhere important here.
You're oh! I think you just have to run! You just have to go for it.
Which I guess means I need my stamina to be full when I am ready to make the dash.
I can't believe we haven't thought about that. I forgot which game it was, but there's another game that had a logic like that, but for the longest time as a kid, I just didn't know that there was a run button, so I would always fall from it.
Super Metroid?
No, it was another game. I forgot which one it was though.
Super Metroid though has a particular bridge in it that gets people, because if you aren't running, it's extremely hard to get across.
Yeah. But Sarah, did you know that when I was a kid, I didn't know my first Mega Man X game was X4. I didn't know that stage select screen was a stage select screen. I thought all you have to do is just press X, and I just kept playing the jungle stage over and over again.
Hmm.
Oh. That's just chair stories.
That would be a pretty wild channel. I always feel like I have a lot less to say about myself.
I know you played a lot more games than I have, though.
But I don't have wild stories about everything, you know?
True, true. Oh my gosh, the layering!
Yeah. That poor rat.
Alright, here we go!
Okay, so even slightly over there.
Yeah.
I need to learn more about running. I highly doubt that this will work.
Yeah, we have to close the door and spawn the enemies first. Oh, you know, my first fighting game was Pocket Fighter, aka Super Gem Fighter. I didn't know what Street Fighter was back then. I thought that's where they originally came from.
That's cute.
I feel like that game is actually a fun way to start fighting games. Cause like you have it's not really meant to be like,
It's no
oh,
use!
I'm Aoun. I'm just walking along the sky.
Meanwhile, me mashing my way across worked.
Oh, you had to mash?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
messed up.
gosh. Cute.
And even then, it feels like, did they really intend this, you know?
That's true. Yeah, like there are games where like,
I wonder.
like where you're right. Okay.
It was worth a try.
Yeah. Didn't they say something about the walls or something?
Yeah. They basically made it sound like I need to go through a wall somewhere. It probably is a specific combination of switches over there.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, there's a switch here.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I have my doubts as to whether there even actually is more to these enemies, like if we're just under-leveled or anything, because like, I feel like we've seen these enemies before, so...
Yeah.
And the slimes are nowhere near as dangerous, even though they are dangerous.
Yeah. Feel like it has something to do with this part right here.
Yeah, this looks like something you should be able to open.
Oh,
But then again, for all I know, this switch might be the elevator switch. Oh. Huh, this stays closed.
Is there something on the left?
Nope. Oops. Whatever, healing's fine.
Oh, there's a rat there. Like I could see the sprite. Oh, shout out to the rat just flying.
It does not care at all. I'd like to give a shout out to Rat Walrus. The door's open.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's save.
Yeah.
That door was definitely not open before. I checked.
Oh! Oh, and yeah, shoutouts to the woman hanging out with her thing that definitely does a lot of damage.
Well, you see, that's actually her husband. He was a policeman.
And
That's
she
what we
lets
call
you
dark
save
humor.
your game after her husband.
Yep. Ouch. Hit him with the massive dog attack.
Ah! Oh my... This keeps happening.
SMH.
Oh my... Wah! Legit, I feel like they have all the priority frames in the world.
Seriously.
Like, every time I'm about to attack them, they start doing that move, and then like, anything I do just gets overwritten by it.
Yeah, these imps are just walking around with Street Fighter 4 Ken Shoryu.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know, when I was when I was a kid, I really liked Ken so much. I would scream out all his lines in school all the time. Like when we like, you know, we could eat lunch, I just scream, "Yeah, does it!" And I don't even know what it means.
Well, now it means yay food.
Yes. I remember, like, you know, when I discovered how to do like Hadouken, I was so excited. I thought I found the key to finally beating people at the arcades, and then it wasn't. That wasn't it. But like, you know, I beat everyone in my neighborhood. Like, you know, like I just kept spamming Hadouken and they didn't know what to do. It's very scummy, but like I was just pure excited. I'm like, I found a new power. And then it didn't take until like high school where I finally understood like what the Shoryuken is. Like I didn't understand the input, like the in game, like if you check like the command list for like PS1 Street Fighter games, it just shows like a Z symbol.
Yeah,
and I'm
that friggin' Z.
What does that mean?
The Z is not explanatory at all. And prancing demons. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, from here?
What? What was That's some crazy placement.
Seriously?
Oh no, don't tell me the answer is actually falling to one of the specific holes.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I think the game was just being nice by bringing us there and not somewhere earlier. Oh. Oh my god!
I also act out Ken's moves IRL. At home I would grab a pillow and then I would throw it and do his Hadouken pose. and then his Tatsu. I died. I would lift my leg with my arms, and then I would just hop so I could do a full spin. But I don't know what he says, and I just say random gibberish.
Yeah, you just be over there like, I have some turkey! Honestly, no kid could understand that back then. Especially since most of them were playing it on Super Nintendo, and... Hey Winter, thank you for resubscribing! And the Super Nintendo version's audio is like super compressed.
Oh yeah! Oh, back then, I couldn't get MAME working ever. So I just played Street Fighter 2 on the SNES all the time. But, at some point, I'm like, I really want to play KOF. And I couldn't figure it out. I for some reason, MAME just doesn't work. So, I would... Because, I kept going to the arcades and playing, and I just kept playing KOF.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I have no way of practicing. And the only KOF that I have was KOF 97 on the PS1 with its crazy long load times.
And it's even more compressed than Super Nintendo Street Fighter voice clips.
Oh, it is! I haven't accessed that version in forever.
Although it's not as bad as KOF 99 on PS1.
That one's worse?
Yep, by a lot.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I mean, they have a lot more characters. It's pretty hard to fit everyone there.
Yeah, the audio sounds like the music is high quality, but the sound effects and character voice clips are... It sounds like it's being played to you through a 14K internet connection. I don't know.
Okay, I think that's a great way to put it. Yeah, because I could still remember Marvel PS1. That's how the voices sounded to me.
It's like the characters were calling you on the phone. That was a boss?
Huh? Wait, what?
I thought it was taking a while to die.
Okay.
Oh. I just soloed some random jerk.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for the spear. Generic enemy with higher HP.
Man, the range on spears is still really bad.
Oh, and you cannot charge it, right?
Because I don't have the proficiency, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to do the awkward like stabbing downwards animation again, as if you're in the river trying to fish. I like how the moment you revived me, the imp was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the dog because I have a bigger priority.
Yep. Enemy just has a skill called My Turn.
What? Did you hit something?
A couple walls in this
Uh.
place have done this.
Try the axe, I guess. I mean, the
Axe.
spider thing.
Spider thing?
The spider's claw. Can you charge it?
Thump.
I guess not.
Okay, the sword still has the same attack power as the spear, the new spear.
And it spawns an enemy.
Of course it does! Why would it ever not?
But yeah, Sarah, I grew up in a lot of PS1 long loading times before I could finally start a match fighters.
You like Tale of the Sun?
I don't know what that is.
Go play Tale of the Sun. Well, not right now, but like... It's
Is it on
extreme.
PS1?
Yes, and it is extremely up your alley, I think.
Oh, okay. Now I'll have to check this out. Oof.
Ow. This is getting dire. We might have to leave again. We also haven't leveled up in ages.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh gosh. Don't tell me that just caused like another one to spawn.
Okay, I won't tell you.
SMH. Oh!
Oh my god! You're a super dog!
Oh, okay. So all walls actually work that way.
Not all.
Oh.
Like, that was one of the first things I tested after I noticed it happening.
Oh.
I wonder. Yeah, they don't give a lot of EXP. Not enough to make it, like, make sense that we need so much. Well, the game was nice enough to leave that revealed. Although it was only a straight line anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh. Sarah, can you guess how I've done training mode to play KOF 2002 in the arcades?
Hmm.
Because I couldn't get MAME working.
I'm not sure.
I got Mugen, and then I searched for all the characters.
Okay, that rules. That's great. It'll be a little effective.
I couldn't find, like, the 2002 version for every character, but I found most of them.
Man, in my day, we would just use Neo Rage X.
I haven't even heard what that is. Is that an alternative to MAME back then?
It's a Neo Geo emulator that everybody was using when we were pirating KOF games as they were coming out and all that.
Oh.
I want to go this other way. Oh.
You know what was my first successful attempt of emulating Neo Geo?
What?
Neo Geo on the Nintendo DS.
I see.
I was able to not make it work on the computer, but I'm able to make it work on the DS. I remember I was so pumped up about it too. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can finally play KOF," and it runs 80% of the speed, and that messed me up because, like, I kept practicing there, and then when I finally went to the arcade and played, I was like, "What? This is so fast!" But I was so pumped up. It was pretty funny because there's two ways you could play it. You could either play it a little bit zoomed in so it's pixel perfect, or you have to force stretch it.
Yeah. Jeez, how many of you are there?
Oh yes, with Angel, yeah.
Man,
Like, her inputs were crazy. Like, I remember, like in the arcades, I see this person that just keeps doing the one where she does the uppercut, where she's like, "Ay, ay, ay," and then you're just there like forever. Meanwhile, I'm just Ralph, just doing the charge tackle nonstop. Oh, that's the part that makes me a bit sad about recent Ralph. He doesn't have his charge tackle anymore.
aww.
I really like doing that in 2002 because you get super armor, and I like it when he goes like. I would always say that too when he does it.
Well, at least it's not just a pitch shift of Colossus.
Oh.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, we're getting bodied by slimes, and then suddenly the imp comes out and then deals 40 damage.
Yeah, the thing is, I just want to get out of here, but the way back is unclear.
Yeah. It's like
Huh?
it's one of those maps where it just feels samey that it's kind of difficult to figure out how to get out. I think one of the worst cases I've felt was with Rhapsody for the PS1.
Mm-hmm.
They're just using like JPEG images for like every single room. And there's only a few variances. So a lot of the rooms are the exact same image every single time. And it's like, where am I? And there's no mini map for that. On the DS remake, they finally put a mini map. But back then, like in the PS1 version, there's none. I don't know why I said back then. I played that like just a few years ago. It's not like I grew up with that.
Oh man.
But yeah, I love Rhapsody. It's one of those games that I just didn't expect would get its unreleased sequel, like actually get a localization. It's crazy. There's more games where that's happening now.
Well, it's a labor of love, you know?
Yeah. You know, so I'm making my friend Cody. Oh, that's a great plan, actually.
Yeah, and it didn't help, because, like, see, the thing is, we need to get back through here, I think, but... Okay, can you go across? Revealer doesn't work here.
I dead.
Yeah, you're dead, but you can still move. Do I have any more dog biscuits? Okay. Whoops. So like we're just gonna go across like that way, so.
Okay. It's blocked. Oh, now I'm stuck. Oh. What was that? Wait, bread has like that mother one thing where you can use it as a trail?
There's an item called wings.
Oh. I thought you used bread.
No, I am bread.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Cute.
What? What?
Luck, kid. Luck, kid.
I can't proceed the dialogue. Oh, there we go.
What happened?
I think our two dialogues got mixed together. Also, I can no longer move. Oh, up. I'm stuck. You'll have to move to the next screen.
Yeah, let's reset. Let's reset the state. Okay, there.
Oh.
Oh, 0 damage.
Ooh. It's like you died in Streets of Rage.
I was about to say, yeah. Yeah, that's Axel's dead sound. He just says, ooh.
Ooh.
You know, my first exposure to Streets of Rage was actually Mugen.
You probably had Axel and Mugen, huh?
Yes, I did. and I keep doing his grand upper, but I keep thinking I keep thinking he says red.com.
You know, I've heard that Yuzo Koshiro confirmed that it's ground upper, and that he's the one saying it.
Ground. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's Yuzo Koshiro's voice.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What? That's I wouldn't have guessed.
No one would
It's
have.
such a cool voice too. Sorry, I started remembering something when I was younger. So
Oh,
like
yeah?
in Mugen, Axel, his intro is he punches a trash can and then picks up the chicken. And okay, I made that Mugen like you know like whatever Mugen I had. I did that, like I put Axel there when I was like in elementary school, and every time I see a trash, I would knock on it once, and then I would kneel down, and then I would say, "Ooh."
Good.
But yeah, that's how I found out what like what Streets of Rage was. And I was like, oh, it's so cool. But yet, oh, the first time I played Streets of, I liked Axel so much that like you know I'm like I want to play this and not emulate it. And but I didn't have a Sega Genesis. Yes, I was in elementary school, and the Wii's already out. Yes, I'm younger than y'all. Okay. And so I got it on WiiWare. All I know is that, you know, he's from Streets of Rage because that's what the I think either the DEF file or the README said. So I got Streets of Rage 1, but I was like, where's the voice when I played Streets of Rage 1? Because the character was actually based off Streets of Rage 2 Axel. I was trying to find out how to do the red.com.
You know, there's a Sega CD version of Streets of Rage 1, and the voices are really weird in it.
Oh, nice moonwalk. a Sega Game Gear version?
CD.
Is that what you said?
There is a Game
Oh,
Gear, but I was
CD.
saying CD. There's a Sega CD version, and it has higher quality voice clips, but they're entirely different in some cases.
Entirely. Oh.
And
Okay, I have
it's
to
weird.
see this.
And the weird thing is, they upped the quality of those, but they didn't even change the music. It's still using the Genesis version's music.
I mean, what they did with the music with the Genesis was they really pushed the hardware for that.
Yeah, still in all the club hits.
Well,
Ooh.
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 The first beat 'em up game I made was actually based on Streets of Rage.
Oh yeah?
It's not based on Streets of Rage at all.
Oh.
but I keep saying that when I was younger. This is based on Streets of Rage, and that's because I haven't played a lot of beat 'em ups. Like I did play a few, like Aliens vs Predator and a few other things.
Mm-hmm.
But Streets of Rage was I'm so in love with the game. I'm in love with it enough that I would make it, and I did that, and product was nothing like Streets of Rage at all. I think the one close thing about Streets of Rage about it is that I use Streets of Rage 1 Stage 1 MIDI.
I'll be back in a moment.
Okay. But yeah, guys. You want to know something, guys? I played Streets of Rage 1 and 2 so many times, but I never beat it. I would lose all my continues, on the last stage. I still never done it. I couldn't do it. I've even asked a friend to do co-op with me so I could finally unmute it, but we still die. We still die. And it just never happened. Oh no! Now Sarah knows how much of a fraud I am. Final Fight 2, and then Final Fight as well. I think Final Fight is something that more I cannot comprehend how to 1cc.
So I gotta take you through the Streets of Rage games, huh?
Yes, Sarah. I have to finally beat it.
Well, if you came to me, you'd be coming to the right person.
Yes. I should have asked you so long ago. But yeah, it's actually crazy because a lot of the games that I play now is thanks to me downloading random characters in Mugen and just finding out where they're from. There's so many games I've never found out, ever in my life, and it's because of Mugen. I still remember, I didn't know what Guilty Gear was back then, and then I saw May.
Well, it's how I got introduced to Eternal Fighter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's my what? I guess Mugen really is the way. Oh, Sarah.
Yeah?
Wanna guess how I found out about Trails in the Sky?
How?
Mugen. Wanna know why?
Mhm.
What is this song? It's so good. It's sophisticated fight.
I feel like you may have told me this before, but I have just such a bad memory that I forget everything all the time, and every story is always new.
It's all good. But yeah, that's that's how I found out. I still feel guilty because I still barely started the game, and I know how good it is. I think the more years pass,
Mm-hmm.
the more people I know finally plays it and just like talks about how great it was, and I'm just like, I have to play it. I have to finally sit down. But yeah, I found out what Quake was thanks to Mugen.
You had a Mugen Quake character? Was it like one of the monsters?
No, not a character. It's
Stage?
it's a map. Yes. Yeah. It's actually cool too because that stage also has a chat on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my gosh, wait, is this connected online? Are people watching my matches? But no, it's just a chat, and it just loops after a while. There's just enough messages to make it like feel unique, but at some point it loops, and I modified it to make it about me and my friends.
Yeah, I customized a bunch of Mugen stages back in the day. Me and my best friend played a lot of Mugen. My best friend at the time.
Mm.
I had this version of Kyo who had all of his moves.
Mhm.
The fireball was on some screwed up motion. Like, it wasn't a charge move, I know that, but it was something weird.
I was so bad at charging
Mm-hmm.
that I would change every charge character's moves into motion inputs, actually. So, like with Guile, I just change it to a quarter circle forward motion.
Some people would think that was cursed.
Same with me. I changed it to a quarter circle forward motion.
But what would happen to her existing quarter circle?
Oh! Doesn't exist anymore.
Well,
I just removed it completely.
well.
Yeah, and I was also bad with, like, you know, the double quarter circle forward motion.
Mm-hmm.
That I changed all the inputs to be Marvel versus Capcom supers. Now what happens to Third Strike characters in Mugen? They just lose access to their EX moves.
Ouch. Thank dog.
And then Marvel 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean Marvel 2. Hayato. I could not understand his Dark Hayato inputs. That all I did was, and you know, like, because you know it's only a 4-button character, and Mugen supports like 6 buttons. I just mapped his Dark Hayato super into one button.
You were ahead of the curve there. I mean, they're doing stuff like that nowadays.
The Hayato I downloaded though, I think the character was made when like Marvel was new. It's not like the cable one where someone just used a capture card and then just like ripped the sprites that like through a video.
Right.
But I think the Hayato I got, they just recorded like gameplay of Hayato and they just cut the sound from the gameplay. So like you could hear him say things like Surya, and you could hear like the background music playing. And then when he gets hurt, he says "Ooh!" and you could hear the drum. It's like at the end of that sound clip, it's like "Ooh!" Confounded? What's that? Oh. It just reverses my inputs.
That thing died like instantly this time. It was just a normal enemy. It wasn't a mid-boss anymore. Man, I'm at a loss. We've been everywhere.
Yeah. I feel like this is... Oh my... Wow.
Okay, now what?
Yeah, I was about to say. oh, there. Wait, maybe up? Can we go up in that wall? Ooh, okay. Yeah, like there's this game where I really got stuck.
Bad dog.
It was Illusion of Gaia. Forgot. Oh my! Finally, a cutscene.
Madronius, is that you? I'm not Madronius, but I am his brother. How do you know him? He gave me the revealer formula so that I could cross big pits and find the diamond eyes. It's a good idea to collect the diamond eyes now. I hear that there are others looking for them too. I can help you on your journey with this fireball formula. You'll need 1 part brimstone and 2 parts ash in order to use the formula.
Yes.
See you later. Okay, so we got alchemy, but what are we gonna use it for?
Do you think it's supposed to light up the statues? Fake progress? It's been a while since we had a cutscene. I don't think we triggered any key cutscenes so far, actually.
Yeah.
Especially with how this dungeon is.
Yep.
Damage someone!
I think you got damaged.
Oh. Okay. Thanks, enemy priority. Well, yeah, like I was stuck in Illusion of Gaia because they highlighted like this piece of there's this tile on the floor, and I didn't know I was supposed to stand there for like 12 seconds. Nothing tells me to stay there. Like, I just didn't know what to do. But yes, it's a great game. Oh, what?
I think I hit an enemy that was way off screen. So, the problem now is I don't actually know how to get us out of this area. And I don't have any wings left.
Yeah, I guess we just gotta check every wall now. Feels like we're playing someone's RPG Maker project.
Oh, I would never be that cryptic in one of mine.
Oh! Oh! That's big damage. Also, I would have never expected that Misao would get a second remake. Out of nowhere, 2024 remaster when it already had this something in 2017.
There's been a resurgence of stuff like that, it feels like.
Yeah. Like, you know, Eve got one, Mad Father got one, I know there's a lot more. You can play one shot online now. Well,
You activated Bunny.
okay then. Yeah, all I gotta say is just one shot. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think what other like RPG Maker like remakes I can think of. There's this RPG Maker game that I've always wanted to play, and I think the English fan translation is almost done.
Oh yeah?
It's like this. Yeah. Is this game called? I think it's Zaku Actors. Like I've seen it like so many times, but I don't really know what it's about. But I heard it's okay. Maybe everything's about friendship. Okay, but oh, we just fell.
Yeah.
But yeah, like from what I know, like that game has been in development for a long time, and like it's a game that just, you know, like it has that, a lot of people are saying like it has that Dojin soul, and then I found out like last year that someone was working on on a fan translation of it, and
Mhm.
and now they recently said that they're they're seeing the end. I'm like, I can finally play this big RPG Maker project that looks like it was made by an amateur. It's one of those games where it looks amateurish at the start of the game, and then as you progress, there's actually huge improvements.
I think
So I'm like,
I think
yes.
even like the game that I had made that I publicly released kind of has factors of that because like at the start of the game you start out fighting the most basic enemy of all and then like later it suddenly becomes like much more complex.
Oh my. So there was a cutscene here, huh? Do we
Let
have
me
to scroll the
guess.
camera?
Let me guess. The other spear is the only way they can hit it. So we're just gonna skip that or not.
Remember, there was a wall.
Wait, I have an idea. Can you walk back up? Oops.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there. Now
Okay,
I'm
so
unstuck.
now go.
I should be there.
Nope, I can't hit it with fireball. I thought.
Can you charge it from here and see if the hitbox just magically works? If only there was a diagonal.
Yeah. My guess is that it really only wants the other spear and that you have to build proficiency in it.
If it worked for the first Olympians, it'll work for you. I like how it really shows how many games you've played. Huh? Okay, I'm not gonna complain.
Hmm. It seems like just for that one spot, it magically throws it.
Oh. Unclear cutscene requirements.
Cause like, I was like, wait, did I like run an attack or something? But no, it just did that. Like this doesn't charge or anything.
Game design.
Yeah, I have no doubt that at some point somebody thought they designed this game.
Oh, but we're all the way back here.
Yeah. I think that we're expected to use this spear to hit another switch somewhere, but
Oh yeah, remember?
we should
Do you
restock.
remember there was? Yeah, remember there was another like thing, like there was another room that says we need to have something to hit the switch with. I think it was on the top left of the first area of that dungeon.
Most likely.
Okay, cool. So we had to get a weapon from a mid boss that looks like a normal enemy.
Yep.
Oh. Wow. and then it'll. I guess it'll just work like that.
Yeah, so we're gonna restock our healing items again. There's so much inexplicable stuff in this game. In the spear? Yeah. The spear can slash as long as it's slashing grass.
Yeah. Yeah, dog always has to stay.
I bet there's some really stupid technical reason, like there was a bug with the dog and they didn't want to fix it. Because there's no chance the dog can't navigate stairs. In fact, you can walk halfway up some of the stairs as it is. Not those,
Yeah.
though. But, like, I think you can walk up these halfway. No?
Kinda.
Still, like... I'm pretty sure that they probably just removed it for a reason like that. Like, they put... No, the dog has to stay here because...
Yeah, I can totally imagine it being that case.
It also seems like you run slightly faster when you're carrying the spear. Which,
Oh.
you get where I'm going with that.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, it makes total sense now. but hey, we're gamer experts. We we can pick up on these hints.
It's so arbitrary.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think they intentionally put that enemy there just to annoy you? Just right
Probably.
at the entrance.
They thought eventually Sarlene and ChairGTables are gonna play this, and that enemy's gonna make them so annoyed.
Yeah, I know there's something here that tells you, yeah, you have to hit the switch. Actually, I think it might be where the woman was, the one where we have to do a save. I think the middle portion of that is where you're supposed to, where it says you have to hit a switch. No, oh.
Oh, right. This forces us to do this.
Yeah.
Your punishment for going in here.
Yeah, you're punished. Oh, maybe you're supposed to have the spear here too, so you could run faster and make it all the way.
Yeah, and yet the area order doesn't really facilitate that. Like, it makes you feel like you're supposed to go here first. This dungeon is screwed up, yo.
Yeah, it is.
What's wrong with my model?
Yeah, it might be up here. There. There we go.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, we got boss?
Oh. Yeah, it is already.
Well, good. That means we're finally about done with this place.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh! Minotaur bowling? Oh my gosh. Oh, 3D stars!
What? For a moment, I thought that I wiped that guy from the face of the earth with my hit.
Ow. It buffered the hit. Ow. Oh my! 264.
I'm still confounded. Darn, wrong way. I'm no longer confounded.
I kind of like that animation. Oh my!
And dash noise.
Is this the next Sonic OC? Whoa!
Yeah, Bob the Minotaur. His name is Robert, but he doesn't like to be called that.
I feel like this boss needs sound effects.
Right?
Okay, maybe that one does.
It feels incomplete. Yeah, but that one's alchemy,
Yeah.
so like... Probably the same sound as when the player uses it. Oh my, lord!
God, 500!
Holy crap! Jesus, dog! Ow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. So we fought like 3 boss. Oh, yatta!
Are you alright?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. If you had only 30 HP left and you die, I would be so mad.
I would laugh so damn hard. I would still be laughing right now.
I have a feeling that could, you know, this could be one of those speedrun sequences where you have to time when he does that move, and so that you do that, and then it sends you to the game over screen, but the game over screen gets messed up because of the cutscene, and it brings you to the dev room or the credits. Still the 500.
When I think of stuff like that, I still think of the time in East 3 that me and Mirai managed to die at the same time as killing one of the bosses. And the entire cutscene, like, it goes through the entire cutscene after you've died. It heals you. It does all of that. And then, as soon as the cutscene is over, it just says game over, and you just like immediately die and respawn before the boss, and the boss is alive again.
Wow. That's East 3 on where? Which
Super
system?
Nintendo.
Oh, the Super Nintendo one.
Yeah, the really grindy one. On a second, I dropped something.
Sarah Lene got to watch me beat East 3. Actually, I don't think Sarah got to see me get to the end of East 3. I'm not sure actually.
No, I didn't. It was close.
Yeah, I think I remember. It was like, you already left, but I finished East 3 like on my flight home, I think. Yeah, no, I remember. I think I finished it on the plane. Oh, you're right. It is getting late. Well, Neon Marionettes, thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a great night. But yeah. There is some games that I wish I finished like on my flight somewhere. One of them is Lufia 2. I've never gotten to beat Lufia 2. I think I got pretty far, but that was played on my old phone, and I don't have the save file anymore. So I have to start over from the beginning if I ever want to play it again.
I'm sorry about this, by the way.
No, it's all good. Yeah, Lufia 2 is great. I already know what happens for most of the game, mostly because I've watched the Lufia speedrun on GDQ. Wait, no! I still don't know what happens on like the last parts of the game, because I fell asleep while watching that. That speedrun was like at 3 a.m. and I fell asleep watching it.
What?
I remember beating Hat in time during a flight back home as well. It was pretty fun, but I had to do it as quick as I can because my laptop was running out of battery like on the flight. I was in one of those planes. I was on one of those planes where, you know, it had like a plug there, but my laptop power needed too much power, so it couldn't charge. So I had to do it as fast as I can. But yeah, I mostly just play when there is no one sitting next to me. Otherwise, I'm behaved. It's either I play something, or I've stayed up for way too long the day prior that I fall asleep on the first few seconds the moment I sit down.
Either you have one of the diamond eyes. Keep up the good work and come back when you have both of them. Okay, but I don't remember where the other one is. There's the escape formula. Nice.
Cute. Luck, kid.
I know we haven't been at it for super long, but I do think I need to stop now, though.
It's okay. I know we just did one dungeon, but you know what? You know, it's kind of like working on a project where like, yes, we've taken care of the most stressful thing, even though it seems like it's a small thing, but it feels great.
Yeah, because that was a really confounding dungeon. Like, seriously.
Yeah, very confounding.
It was almost incomprehensible. I was so confused.
Yes, same here. Like you beating the boss, I was like, I would have never figured that out. And then like when none of the walls were working, I was like, feel maybe it's something else. But then you found it. I was like, that's it.
The spear throwing thing, like, it's funny that there's such a very specific place where it tells you to do it.
Yeah. And then, like, what do you call that? Remember that section you were like, there has to be an elevator here. That
Yeah?
section made no sense. What is that part for?
It's just to get you back faster, I think.
I guess, but like, it made it look like there's something there. But yeah, confusing dungeon for sure. Oh, hey, one of my favorite Easter eggs.
Yeah, it shows it at random, too. It's like, this is just on shuffle. So, Chair, who would you like to raid?
Ooh, okay, let's see. Let's see. Who on right now? The last time we played, I know Harutomo raided us, so I think we should raid Harutomo.
Okay, we can raid Harutomo. I enjoy raiding Harutomo. So, we will be raiding Harutomo, and I'd like to thank you all for joining us. You will see us again, hopefully sooner than last time, because, like, it's just because I had all those migraines and crap. I'm sorry. Harutomo is playing Dragon Quest 5. So, cheer them on. I know it's Japanese, but some things transcend language. And good night, everyone.
Big thank.